Hello, my name is Joel Z. Williams. Some people in my neighborhood call me the People's Advocate. The purpose of today's lecture is to teach poor people how to deal with landlords in a abusive situation. Now, if you are now currently moving to a neighborhood and you have some money stacked up, maybe you've got first and last month deposit, maybe you've got some electrical deposit and other money, and I know that money is power, so that money's in your pocket. But before you sign a lease, here's some things that you need to do in today's market. First off, I want to talk about the concept of fraud by inducement. Now, this is a legal term of art which literally means that a poor person or someone who is at a disadvantage has been induced into a contract by somebody not acting in their best interest. So many landlords sometimes do this. They will ask prospective tenants to put money down, to sign covenants within contracts stating that they won't reject their lease or they'll pay. These are hidden contracts within the contract. So the first piece of advice, read the contract thoroughly. Read it carefully. If you are not a very good reader, don't feel pressure to sign on the spot. Ask to take the contract home. Ask someone else to review it for you, someone who can read better. Second thing, I see this happening a lot currently, is bedbugs. Bedbugs are written about 5,000 years ago, and the Egyptians talked about the sweet smell of bedbugs. If you walk into an apartment complex, a new rental unit within an apartment complex, and you instantly smell a sweet kind of smell, smells like coriander maybe, suspect bedbugs. One telltale sign is if they still have furniture within the apartment, lift the mattress up and look for vertical red and black streaks down the side of the mattress. Another tactic that landlords might use on you is they might say that you can have pets, but you have to pay a substantial deposit. Now, anyone entering into one of these type of adhesion contracts, basically you can come on board as long as you do this, this, and that, you should know that you're probably never going to see that money again. I don't care who you are, any animal is going to leave a smell, at least, if not a physical remain. And so you should kiss that money goodbye. In addition, go and inspect the apartment at night. Maybe drive up to the apartment complex, park a car, turn the lights out, just hang out for a minute. Listen to what's going on. It's not a reasonable expectation for you to move into a neighborhood and then everybody else change their lifestyle, behaviors, and patterns of practice just because you moved in. I can't tell you how many clients or people I talk to who move into an apartment complex or any other residential dwelling, and they're very dissatisfied. And I'm like, didn't you know it was kind of ghetto before you moved there? At any rate, that's probably one of the least important things to study. The key to being successful in a contract negotiation is to never take the first offer. If they tell you you can move in here at such and such a rate and you can have this kind of deal and this kind of deal, you say, thank you, I'd like to consider it, let me leave my phone number, I'll come back. If you make a good faith showing that you're really interested in the apartment complex or whatever it is, and you actually are making steps to get there, they're going to see that, and that's going to translate into a lower rate. Secondly, don't underestimate the internet, the power of the internet. If somebody is telling you that an apartment in this district of this city supposedly costs this much per square foot, or whatever your metric, your unit of gauging fairness, get on the internet, look around, and don't just spend 5 minutes. Spend some time, do your research, do due diligence, look around. Here's another thing I think a lot of people, especially young people, forget. proximity to grocery stores, proximity to major public housing, major public roadworks and transportation are very, very important. A lot of young people get hooked up on the money, and I can't tell you how many people that come to me and tell me, hey man, I got the super deal, $250 a month, utilities paid, and then I ask them where it's at, and it's in some obscure section of town, very far away from where they work or go to school. There's no market nearby. It's in an isolated pocket. And I'm thinking to myself, you need to look for a couple things when you're looking for a new apartment. Probably, and I tell young people this all the time, get somewhere near a major community or a transportation hub, whether it's a bus depot. When you're young, you got a piece of junk car. Usually, your car's not reliable. If you have a job or you go to school, you need a backup plan. Get an apartment along those lines. And usually, the apartments that are situated thus on the major thoroughfares and whatnot, typically are better apartments. Spend the extra $100, $150 if it means that you can't buy something else you really want to buy. That's something you can give up. But the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a situation where you have a bedbug epidemic, a roach epidemic, you got neighbors that are hooked on drugs. Don't do that. If you have to spend a little bit more money to do it, make it happen. Okay, I got 4 minutes left, so I better get on out of here. My name is Joel Z. Williams. I came to talk to you about landlord-tenant issues, but mostly what the purpose of this lecture is to let young people know, if you're going to rent a new apartment, be wary. Read the contract. Take your time. Look for the telltale signs. Don't ignore your gut. If you're going to go into a neighborhood and check it out, do it at night. Do it when people are out on a Saturday night, on a holiday weekend. See what it's like at its peak. If you can deal with that noise and the dog barking and the children screaming and running, then you're probably going to be able to deal with it at any other time. All right, Joel Z. Williams, the People's Advocate. If you have a question, please put it to the site. I prefer the video responses. Thank you very much. I'm out.